Have you ever thought about electricity? Maybe you felt static electricity and it's raised your hair a little bit. Or maybe you've seen lightning in the sky. Or perhaps a downed power line with sparks flying everywhere. Well, I'm E the Electron, and I'm here to tell you about how my friends and I help in all of these things. You see, we're always on the move. When we move, we make something called electricity. Sometimes when we move through things that need electricity, we make something called a circuit. But we're always just trying to find our way back to the ground. So where are electrons? Electrons are actually everywhere because we're part of atoms. But we're going to talk about that in a later lesson. Two places we like to hide are electrical outlets and batteries. If you complete a circuit with a battery, we'll just keep going in circles and circles trying to find the ground. But the electricity we make will be used and a couple of us will escape each time. That's how batteries lose their charge and wind down after a while because we've been used up trying to find our way back down to the ground. Maybe you felt a little bit of a shock before. That's when me and my friends are part of an open circuit. That means we're trying to get through on one end, but we can't find our way back to the ground. So if you accidentally touch the wires, you become our ground, and we go through you on our way back home. You want to be careful though, if there's a lot of us, we can sometimes be in a hurry and will harm you on the way. So always ask an adult if you're working with electricity, and always be careful if you're outside during a thunderstorm, because that's just us trying to get our way back to the ground. One safe way that we can work together as humans and electrons is by using something called a switch. A switch is a controlled break in the circuit. That means when the switch is up, we get a rest. That means that we're not moving around because we have no place to go. When the switch is down, we're able to move over freely and continue to make circuits and find our way back to the ground. Maybe you've seen a switch like this in your home. Just know that me and my friends are on the other side, waiting for you to turn us on. You see, me and my friends, we love traveling on things that are called conductive. Wires are highly conductive. That means we can move around on them very quickly. Things that we can't move around quickly on, or at all, are called insulators. You see that casing that is around the wire? That's an insulator. That makes it so that you can use the wire without us jumping through. This is another one of those times you'll always want to make sure you talk to an adult to make sure that you're using the correct wire. Because if you use something that has too many of us, we might just burn through the wire, which would cause an open circuit, and we learned what that did earlier. Give you a shock. Nobody wants a shock. We'll be learning more about how to calculate exactly how many of us are flowing through where and when in a later lesson. But for now, just ask an adult who knows about us and our ways. So where do we go with these wires? They can take us so many places and make so many different types of circuits. But for now, let's think about what we were talking about before. There's a grounding wire that goes to something called a circuit breaker. That circuit breaker is where all of the wires in the home go before they're taken all the way back out to outside. They're taken on a big wire that all of us electrons can fit on. Isn't that cool? Well, let's take a break now and let's try to make our own circuits. You want to play with me and my friends, don't you? Look forward to playing with you.